I've made a couple videos in my time on YouTube, and I wasn't lying when I said a couple. Here all of them are. Here's every single one of them. So I decided to rank them, not actually all of them on the screen, based on how miserable I was while making them. Not my best video idea, actually. But if for some reason you want to watch this type of stuff live, this whole thing was streamed live on my Twitch channel, and that means you should go there. I'm asking you to go there. Please go there. How's everybody doing, guys? So, as many of you may know, in my most recent video, I said I'm gonna rank my videos based on how miserable I was. You know, to be honest, not a fully fleshed out idea. When I decided I was gonna do that, I was like, I want to put something for a stream, but you know, I don't know. But we're gonna do it anyway. I have it set up like this, guys. This is big time stuff. This is big time production. So we're gonna just go through them. Can watch some of these videos, but I'm gonna rank the first one for this most recent video. I was very miserable. I'm gonna rank them not even really based on the challenge, based on just how I felt while I was making it. This video, I hated the whole thing the whole time. So we're gonna I'll throw it in moderately miserable, because of course it goes from extremely miserable, moderately miserable, B, mid, okay, E, and then fun. Those are the classic tiers. And then we can go through normal. I actually want to watch this one because I feel like most people haven't seen the first wheel one.
Cuphead, but every time I die, I spin the wheel of challenges. And I mean every time I die. Bro! This video gets super chaotic because the challenges don't make it easy. There's even a chance for me to restart.
This is as meta as it gets. This is as meta as it gets. We're just watching my own thing.
But before moving on to aisle 2, I had to listen to this song.
What happened? How did I end up? Oh, I didn't. Okay. I was thinking there was going to be a wheel spin, but it's every time I die. That would have made the last video way easier.
It landed on use only spread, which meant that for the next boss, I would have to beat it only using the spread shot. The problem was that I didn't have the shot or enough coins to buy it. So my next mission was to
This video sucks. This video blows. That being said, where I was mentally while making it, okay. I was okay. Because you gotta think, that's before anything was working. So why would I care? Coffee Dude says, can you turn off this bum's videos? I want to move on to the Hollow Knight video. The Hollow Knight video, I don't know how many of y'all have seen the Hollow Knight video. When I was recording the Hollow Knight video, it was like deep summer. It was early August. I was still recording with my old mic, which essentially means everything in my entire room got picked up by the mic. So if you see my AC unit over there, that needs to be turned on in the summer or I will die. So basically what happened was I would have that on, try and make my room as cold as possible. Then I'd turn it off so that I could play Hollow Knight for about 2 hours. Then I would turn it on, leave my room, try and get my room as cold as possible so that I could come back in and play Hollow Knight for 2 hours. And then if I played it for like any longer than that, I would just be dripping in sweat. My room would be like 85 degrees while I'm playing Hollow Knight. And it's for that reason we're gonna put this in extremely miserable. We're gonna put that in extremely miserable. The conditions, the bad working conditions around that time. I want to touch on no shooting, because that's like the opposite side of this video. Came out late last, I guess in the early fall. It was in September, right before I went on a trip to Iceland. Coffee Dude says I forgot half of these. Coffee Dude, there's like 10 of them total, dude. That being said, the no shooting video has to go in fun, dude. It has to go in fun. Maybe the gameplay wasn't that fun. Pumpkin says I forgot all of your content. The gameplay for the no shooting one, but when I was editing this video, that was the most fun I got hot. I was on fire. I was just knocking everything down. Everything was working. Everything I tried when I was editing and the script was working. I said the same joke 3 times and then I didn't the 4th time and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And then I want to go to the no jumping one. Extremely as literally as miserable as possible. As miserable as possible. That was the worst one. This is the worst one. It didn't even get that many views. As soon as I finished my worst grades video, I recorded it and I was like, this is gonna get out really fast. And I'm like, this is gonna be sick. The no jumping one is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get out really fast. And then what happened was I tried to use my new mic and nothing was working. It was all bad. And then I went into a depressive state where I only watched One Piece for around 2 weeks. And then I came back out of it and nothing changed. I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna 100% cyberpunk for a second time. It was the worst. It was the worst. There was nothing I could do. I was like, I would get up, I'd be like, man, maybe I should try and see if I can get my mic to work the way I want it to. And then I would get out of my bed, go on my computer for about 30 minutes, become incredibly frustrated, and then lay back down. Some of these I don't really remember what was going on, but for all S ranks I put it at a B, mainly because that was coming off the heels of my first actual successful Cuphead video, which got this charge video got like 1,000 views in like the first week, and that was huge. That was gigantic for a fella like me at the time. And it took about 7 months for me to make because I was doing schoolwork and just could not do anything besides schoolwork. And then I finished it as soon as the semester ended, and I hated everything about it. I hated everything about it. Most of the videos that I made, I hated them by the time I finished them. This all S ranks one, I feel like it's a fitting B, in between mid and moderately miserable. This one, this is like the first, we'll say, new blenyowl era. This video here predates new blenyowl era. We could go E, or we could go fun. Fun. I'll go fun. This was fun one. This is a fun one. I finished this video in like a week. It was like right after Christmas. I decided I'm switching my editing software. You can tell I hadn't quite figured it out yet.
Enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe because I'm giving away $0 to one lucky subscriber at the end of the month.
This is the first time I ever did that.
Like every Cuphead run, it starts by skipping past everything Gramps has to say and doing the tutorial to get the first coin, which I definitely knew was there and nobody needed to tell me about.
Did I spell definitely right?
It starts by skipping
I don't think I did. I think I put the L in the wrong spot. Fuck! I just realized this mistake 2.5 years late. It's it. What the hell is that, dude? That says definitely E. You know, I think I said Captain Bitchbeard in this one.
First try, because he's a little... pirate boss, otherwise known as Captain Bitchbeard, and I beat him first
with
try
a little bit less enthusiasm than normal, I guess. Now we'll do the D- video. I'll go E. The D- video was pretty good too. Actually, never mind, I lied. Oh my god. At least B. That one sucked. It's the reason I had the microphone issues in the following video is because I had microphone issues in the D- video. The whole second half of the video, all the filters that I had on my mic all broke. So, I had to repair a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the audio in the video in the back half, I had to repair. No deaths, 0 deaths. 0 deaths? Put 0 deaths in E. E is a good spot for 0 deaths, I think. It's like, that's the big one, right? That's the big one. Jin says no deaths was my first video. That's a lot of people because that was my first video that got views for real. It was my first one that actually, like, I guess, like, hit real YouTuber numbers. And it was pretty fun to make because I decided instead of doing stupid dumb challenges like only lobber and only twist up, I'm gonna just, over the course of this semester for school, I'm just gonna try to do this over and over and over again. So it was recorded for like, it was recorded over the span of that semester, and then I edited it and finished it during the break, the winter break. Fond memories of that one. I also remember absolutely despising it though when I made it, but then I rewatched it, and it's definitely one of the better ones. I actually want to watch that one. Because that one's big.
I decided to not listen to any of you. Because, Jesus, Billard, who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? The law? What if I give you this?
God,
What if I
Billard
give
got
you
berated
this?
in the
This?
comment
I
section.
can-
What's fun about that is Billard was there. Like, Billard was like probably one of my first 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, now for this one. This one I put in B tier. It was the first one after my huge break, guys. My huge break. It took forever to make, and it was incredibly stressful. Incredibly stressful, guys. Clap it up for that. I actually forgot that vid, lol. That's the thing, Pumpkin, is I agree with you, Pumpkin. That makes sense. I was just trying so hard to get a video out. I didn't know what to do. I was like, but yeah, I was really trying to just get this video out. I did do, that was the Fortnite festival bit, which doesn't ever stop. Usually every time I play Cuphead on live stream, someone's asking me to just play Fortnite festival instead. Both of these videos occupy very similar spaces in my mind, the Lobber and Twist Up. But the Lobber video goes there, and Twist Up is the first mid. Because the Lobber video was hard. The Twist Up video and the Lobber video, they're like the same thing. The Lobber one was actually hard, and it was miserable because of that. like that sucked. It sucked so much because I spent 6 hours on the Salt Baker, and it was in the middle of the summer. Now we have the wheel video. The wheel video goes up with the moderately miserable other wheel video because I hated the same thing about them. Both of them are the same to me. For all the same reasons, I don't like them. It is my most viewed video, which is why I made another one. But now we get to the fun videos. I put this one's in here just because I want to watch it. And then we have Johnny Test kills Bling Bling. This is a classic video. We all gotta take a peek at this one. Just scroll past all these nonsense things.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Johnny Test. Pretty good pizza. Thanks, man.
How about that, guys? How about that? How about that? That one might be my best one. We should we watch it twice?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Johnny Test. Pretty good pizza. Thanks, man.
It just gets better. It just gets better with every time you... A third time?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Johnny Test. Pretty good pizza. Thanks, man.
He gets blasted. He gets exploded. Delete your videos, but keep this one. Wow. I wanted to bring attention to one of my best videos of all time. Speedrunning 101, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy.
Guys, it's me, blenyowl, and welcome to the first installment of Speedrunning 101. In today's video, I will be teaching you how to speedrun Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy for the Xbox 360. This doesn't work on Nintendo Switch or iPhone. I'm not sure if they have Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy on PS3 or PS4. If you are actually on the PS Vita, I'm sure you could install mods to play Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. And for the users on the DS Lite, this speedrunning guide will work for you. Now, if there's one thing I've learned from all my years of speedrunning, is that you have to be very prepared before you start a run. Sometimes I do actually recommend you lather your hands in deodorant, that way they don't sweat as much. It's pretty much a pro technique that most of the pros use when they're speedrunning. So next, what you're going to want to do is grab a snack, because you're about to embark on a journey and it's going to be super long. And you don't want to starve on that journey, do you? That's what I thought. I got my bag of Doritos right here, ready to consume. So next, what you're going to want to do is insert your second controller. You're going to be playing with one controller in each hand, but once you get used to it, it should be pretty easy.
Yo, that's sick.
So this was about the time that I realized that me controlling both characters is not beneficial to my speedrunning tactics. So I unplugged the controller.
This is like my favorite one.
For the next part, you're actually going to want to go over here and get this new top hat. It doesn't do anything for the speed run, but you look fucking dope as hell. Like, look at this. So at this point in the run, I'm basically 1 minute in. Keep in mind that all of this is actually being slowed down to 50% speed. That way I can talk over the game because it's not going too fast. It was finally at this point that I ran into C-3PO, and I needed him earlier to open up that one door. So I greeted him with 3 smacks in the fucking head. The next part of the run, you're going to want to go into the room with the claw and pick up all the people on the ledge and put them in the pit. I accidentally put the friendly guy in the pit because I just wanted everyone to fucking die. Right here, I was still attempting to murder this fucking dude. So then I did anyway. It was at this time that we were basically 1.5 minutes into the run. Keep in mind, this is all going at 25% speed. Right here, nobody told me there was a fucking hole, so I fell in and fucking died. Really tarnished the run. I probably should have started over, but I just kept going. After I saw those guys in the cave, I knew that the Roomba was about to get it from those little elves. After I continued the run, I beat the game in a total of 10 minutes and 56 seconds. That's not my best run. I once beat the game in approximately 35 seconds, but that's not the one that I recorded. So that does it for the first episode of Speedrunning 101.
You want to see more episodes of Speedrunning 101? There's only one episode as of right now. Dude laughing at his own jokes. Well, it's funny. Sonic, aka the Roaster, said, nah. Nah, I don't want to see anymore. It goes in the funnest section of fun. Like, I don't even know why I thought of that. I don't even know why I thought to do that.